The air around me is fresh and the water is pure. And our coastlines are pristine. This is 2035. We took a profound, urgent, fair but equal action towards the challenges that we faced in the past. And guess what? We actually succeeded. Yeah, we did. There's so much relief, so much optimism, so much joy, so much kindness around me. And there's so much rejuvenation of nature, as you can see. And our children, well, both our children and ourselves, we are healthy, both in our minds and in our body. And in terms of our time, we have so much time now to show each other kindness, to show each other care and even empathy. And our goals? Well, I'll tell you this, we're almost there. We are talking about 90% of being a net zero nation. And in terms of our citizens, well, they actually care about the well-being of the future generation. But it wasn't always this way, right? Our journey was filled with triumphs and challenges. We didn't just get here, We had to do the work. Let me rewind us back to 2024, where it all began, where we started our path to this future, you and I. I'm super excited to be part of UK's biggest community-focused program, the Great Big Green Week. Now, this amazing initiative focuses on bringing together individuals and communities to try and just do something about climate change and even protect nature. The reason why I decided to volunteer is because I like to imagine if I do something about it now, then I'm able to change the future.
I also imagine other scenarios. For instance, I picture a future where we succeeded in our plans and goals and restored nature. I picture a future where we are more connected to each other and to nature. And as I prepared for this tour, I wondered if I was the only one with these dreams and imaginations, or if there are others like me. So I decided to ask people during this tour to see what they envision 10 years from now would be like. Let's say if we succeeded and lived in the best case scenario future. And this is what they said.
In 2035, that the kids who are just 11 today will be 22 years old then. And they will be in the world of work, shaping the future from inside the organisations.
Meat consumption has drastically reduced and people are adopting plant-forward diets instead.
I see happiness for everyone, individual happiness.
Everyone's more collaborative and interested in sustainability.
Less pollution for the environment.
It wouldn't be dead grass or anything like that, and it would just be beauty.
I think then that we'll start to prosper as both a human species but also as a whole world.
I think we'll be in a better place because the air we breathe will be fresher and best for human existence.
In the songs we sing, the prayers we offer, that actually those themes come into our worship so that we're transforming our hearts from the inside out.
It depends from the culture or the language. The people has the same vision.
Listening to different people talk about what life could be like in 10 years if we succeeded gave me hope. And it also made me realize that I'm not alone and that others also imagined a better future, just like I did. But I also started to wonder, what do they think the same future would look like if no action is taken and if we continue on our current path without any real change? Like a scenario where 10 years from now, but nothing has been done. And here's what they had to say.
I will be really mad because it's not good for the nature.
We'll be having more disasters, I'm sure of that.
I think we're already seeing parts of that around the world, to be completely honest. I think if you look basically around the world, even if you look here in Wales as well, we are already starting to see the impact of not taking action.
You wouldn't be able to travel as much anymore at all.
There will be no human life
higher crime rates maybe because the teenagers don't have anything to do.
The opposite of happiness is sad. Like, it would be really sad.
We will lose species, lots and lots of species. It just will be real bad all around, basically.
The worries and fears about the future. The constant what if questions. What if we fail? Or what if it's too late? Or what if the only one who cares about the environment is just me? Are feelings we all share. In Wales, for instance, research shows that while most people are concerned about environmental issues, many feel isolated or unsure about how widely these concerns are shared. I used to feel the same way, to be honest. Before this journey, I believed I was alone in my doubts about achieving a better future. That is until I went on this trip and I met so many incredible people from different communities across Wales, all working towards the same goal. At St. David's, for example, Carrymore is the first regenerative ocean farm in Wales. They're doing fantastic work in sustainable seaweed farming and benefiting the local community by providing local jobs. Fun fact, by the way, Carrymore in Welsh means for the beloved of the sea or for the love of the sea. I thought this is such a creative name as it blends affection with the environment of the sea. During my time there, I also had the opportunity to engage with Kodowi as an incredible group focused on climate, nature, and the community. They are working with local landowners to plant trees and improve their neighborhood for the younger generation. As we continued with the tour, we drove up to Mid Wales and I got to visit Lampeter and spend an afternoon at the Climate shop. Here they sell pre-loved items and the proceeds are then donated to a small community in Kenya where they plant trees and provide jobs through tree planting and growing initiative. From Lampeter, I made my way through Machynlleth, where I got to spend my day at the Center of Alternative Technology, or CAT. CAT offers hand-on experience and educational programs, usually focused on renewable energy, sustainable architecture, and organic farming. If you ask me, I would say that they are the living example of how we can transition to a low-carbon future. With interactive exhibits, research projects, and practical solutions, they really inspired me and others who were part of the Great Tour to envision what sustainable living and sustainable future would look like. Our next stop was Aberfood Surplus, a not-for-profit social enterprise dedicated to positively transform the food system. They collect surplus food, sort donations, and prepare meals, all with the goal of reducing food waste. We learned so much about the impact of food waste, and we were lucky to take plenty, and I mean plenty, of fruits, veggies, and snacks to enjoy as we continued with our tour. From Mid Wales, we continued our journey up north, where we were warmly welcomed by the North Wales African Society in Bangor. They have been an ally of Climate Cymru for many years, and it was an incredible opportunity for me to connect with fellow volunteers and delve into the rich history of Climate Cymru and rekindle our shared hopes and dreams. There were a couple of communities my fellow volunteers visited, but I had to take a backseat to edit my videos and reflect on my journey. I did, however, visit my last community, that is a group of gardeners from Ruthin, the Granfijan Growers Group. Here I learned how different people of all age groups, guided by pensioners, grow food using eco-friendly practices and DIY methods such as a homemade comfrey mix potent plant feed. To be fair, I left feeling encouraged and inspired, knowing that communities are already coming together with one shared goal, one mission, and one vision. that is to imagine and build a better future. And here's the exciting part. We're not just dreaming of a better future. We are actually shaping it and actively working towards achieving it.
This is a future that has been attained because an action has been implemented. And the path that I've just taken you through is filled with activities and journeys where a collective action has been done. Today, as you watch me, this video from the past, in 2024, you are sitting at a crossroad of two paths that lead to two complete different futures. One that is created because we took a collective action, and another because we did nothing, an inaction. I choose the one where we took an action because I actually like what I'm seeing, and this is what I want. Will you be part of this community that actually came together to do a collective action and make a difference? Will you be the one to join the communities that are working hard in 2024, in your present time, to create this future?